Honestly, this video does not need to be very long this month because Hades is coming to both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 on the 13th of August, and I don't really think you need any other games. That's the one game this month you should buy. Off you pop. See you in September. Really? I have to do the rest of the video? Even though, I mean, Hades, I mentioned Hades, is that not? No? Okay, there's no one there. So August is a bit of a quiet month when it comes to new games coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. However, I have dug out 11 great games coming to both systems this month, and Hades. You should buy Hades. Hades is great. Buy Hades, buy Hades. Hello, I'm Liam from Push Square, and these are 12 great games coming to both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 in August 2021. Let's get started. Buy Hades. Kicking off our list this month, we have Hunters Arena Legends, launching for both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 on the 3rd of August. Hunters Arena Legends is a 30-player battle royale based in ancient Asia. Differing from its contemporaries, Legends features a hand-to-hand combat system based on real-world martial arts techniques, allowing players to turn the tide of a fight through the use of counters and careful timing. Personally, there's nothing more annoying in something like Fortnite or Warzone than being sniped by someone from halfway across the map, so being forced to engage in close quarters combat sounds pretty appealing. The game features over 15 playable characters, each with their own unique weapons and abilities. If you're interested in giving this a try, both versions of Hunters Arena Legends is one of the free games available as part of a PlayStation Plus subscription for August. Hunters Arena Legends. I forget the name every time I look away from it. Why is that name so generic? I'm unreasonably excited about this one. Dodgeball Academia comes to PlayStation 4 on the 5th of August. In Dodgeball Academia, you play as Otto, a young kid who dreams of becoming a dodgeball superstar. Attending a prestigious dodgeball academy, Otto must complete dodgeball battles alongside attending classes and uncovering the institution's long-forgotten secrets. Dodgeball Academia is, as you might have guessed, far from a simplistic sports game. This is a full-blown RPG, complete with party management, progression systems, side quests, and fun mini-games. Battles themselves resemble those found in fighting games, taking place in real time and requiring the use of special moves in order to dominate your opponents. Colourful and quirky, Dodgeball Academia looks like one to keep an eye on. Another interesting indie game is next on our list. FORECLOSED arrives for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 on the 12th of August. FORECLOSED is a stylish third-person shooter that sees protagonist Evan Kapnos attempting to recover their identity after it's foreclosed. Hey, that's the name of the game! Setting off on a journey through a cyberpunk world, Evan attempts to unravel the conspiracy that stripped them of their humanity. Visually imitating graphic novels through its use of multiple on-screen panels and on-screen text indicating screams or other various audio punctuations, it's easy to draw similarities between FORECLOSED and the excellent 13. Not that one, this one. However, FORECLOSED is more than just a pretty face. Featuring multiple RPG elements, such as upgradable augmentations that allow Evan to use telekinesis and hack into various digital systems. Alright, here's the big one. One of 2020's greatest games finally arrives on both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 when Hades launches on the 13th of August. Hades is an isometric hack-and-slash roguelike that took the internet by storm when it launched for both PC and Nintendo Switch last summer. As the son of Hades himself, Zagreus has had enough of life in the underworld and has made the decision to escape the halls of hell to join his relatives on Mount Olympus. The issue is that Daddy isn't on board with the idea, and so poor Zag is forced to slaughter his way through multiple ever-changing rooms to reach his lofty goal. Along the way, the gods of Olympus will offer him boons, upgrades that assist him on a particular run, but with multiple bosses to face and many difficult obstacles to overcome, death lurks around every corner, sending Zagreus back home to face his increasingly disappointed father. But dying in Hades is far from failure. failure. Instead, dying progresses the game's fabulous story. Every death results in fresh conversations with the residents of Hades, fully fleshed out characters that are a joy to spend time with. Once you're ready to jump back into the fray, permanent upgrades and additional weapons can be obtained before you embark once more on your seemingly impossible quest. Look, to put it simply, I love Hades, I don't know if you can tell. It was one of my personal favourite games of 2020, and I can't wait to dive back in for another 100 hours on PlayStation 5. Do you love Stardew Valley, but you kind of always wished you could mutate your crops into horrific monsters? No? Well, then you'll be pleased to know that Monster Harvest, coming to the PlayStation 4 on the 19th of August, is the game for you. In Monster Harvest, you grow crops before merging them with slime to create one of 75 possible monstrous mutations that you can then use to fight other monsters in Pokemon-inspired battles. This sounds great. How have I not heard of this until now? Listen. I've talked a lot about motorbike games during my time hosting this series, but I gotta say, I know nothing about them. My understanding is that they're like regular bikes, but there's some kind of miserable goblin that lives inside them that makes them go fast without you having to move your legs. Rims Racing, coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 on the 19th of August, describes itself as the first motorbike simulation that combines a realistic racing challenge with engineering and mechanics. To me, that sounds complicated and terrifying, but I guess if you look at a motorbike and you can't stop yourself from rubbing your legs and sweating a bit, then this may be the game for you. Featuring a full-fledged career mode and 10 faithfully recreated real-world circuits to zip around on, Rims Racing looks like the perfect game for motorbike enthusiasts. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut expands upon 2020's epic first-party adventure on both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 from the 20th of August. Despite featuring the Director's Cut label, this re-release remains largely the same as the game's original edition. You get the same base experience featuring protagonist Jin Sakai as he attempts to liberate the Japanese island of Tsushima from an invading Mongol force, alongside the Legends expansion, an enjoyable multiplayer co-op mode that was offered to players for free shortly after launch. Really, the big addition here is the inclusion of the game's upcoming single-player expansion pack, Iki Island, offering a standalone narrative that revolves around a mysterious Mongol tribe and their enigmatic leader. The expansion also includes a brand new location to explore, fresh equipment to earn, and animal sanctuaries where Jin can tame cats, deer, and monkeys. It's worth playing just for that alone, I reckon. PlayStation 5 players can enjoy the game in 60 frames per second at full 4K with some added DualSense compatibility. However, if you already own the game on PlayStation 4, your options for upgrading are a little complicated. So the expansion pack will set you back $20, but upgrading will set you back an additional $10. That means to get the definitive edition, even if you already own the game on PlayStation 4, you have to fork over $30. As you can imagine, this hasn't been received too kindly by existing owners. Still, if you've yet to play this wonderful game, I would encourage you to pick it up for Sony's next-gen system. And for those who loved Jin Sakai's adventure last year, well, we're getting more of it in the form of the Iki Island expansion. Love that original game, can't wait for that expansion. Looks good. It's time for my personal favourite segment. Liam has to talk about a sports game he doesn't understand. Madden 2020 launches for both the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 on the 20th of August. Okay, time to see if Sammy has written about this on the website. He has. Oh, thank God, he actually knows what he's talking about. Okay, so, new stuff. Following Madden 21's controversial franchise mode, new additions in 22 include staff management with RPG-like skill trees, vastly improved weekly strategies, and unique storylines that will emerge as part of your personal playthrough, which sounds pretty interesting actually. Meanwhile, over on PlayStation 5, next-gen players benefit from a brand new feature referred to as Dynamic game day? This sounds fascinating. So basically, as far as I understand, the crowd can influence your game. So if you're playing away from home and you're mounting a comeback against a particularly rowdy crowd, for instance, you may struggle to get out instructions to your teammates because the crowd's being so loud. Each stadium also has unique attributes that affect your players, like reduced stamina in Denver or stronger winds in Chicago. Sounds like a great addition, to be honest. Seems like they're doing a lot for this one. Cool. FRACKED is a PlayStation VR shooter launching for the PlayStation 4 on the 20th of August. Presented in a gorgeous 2D cel-shaded style, FRACKED sets you on an adventure to save the world from an army of interdimensional enemies. Built with the PlayStation VR and Move controllers in mind, players can run, shoot, duck for cover, ski and zipline across multiple environments, with gameplay set pieces inspired by adventure classics such as Uncharted. If you're keen to see what FRACKED is all about, you can actually check out a free demo currently available on the PlayStation Store, and I would recommend you do. This looks pretty good. As a huge fan of Left 4 Dead, Valve's classic PC co-op shooter, I'm thrilled to see so many new entries in one of my favourite subgenres. Alongside Back 4 Blood and Rainbow Six Extraction, we have Aliens Fireteam Elite, dropping for both PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 on the 24th of August. Taking place 23 years after the original Alien trilogy, Aliens Fireteam Elite puts you and up to 3 friends in the scuffed boots of a colonial marine as you attempt to push back against hordes of ferocious xenomorphs and Wayland Yutani synthetics. With 5 classes to choose from, over 30 weapons to wield, and 20 variations of the xenomorph to chew through, Fireteam Elite looks set to be an enjoyable co-op romp for fans of the franchise. The delightful Hoa launches for both PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 on the 24th of August. I can't say that without sounding really posh. Hoa. The delightful Hoa. Playing as the titular Hoa, it's your job to breathe life back into animals as they awaken from an extended slumber, completing exploration-based puzzles and soaking in the gorgeous hand-painted environments as you do so. An exploration-focused relaxing platformer sounds like the perfect accompaniment to a hazy summer evening. I can't wait for this one. Double Fine may be a first-party Xbox studio these days, but that won't stop Raz and Pals from making their way to PlayStation 4 on the 25th of August, when Psychonauts 2 is finally released. 16 years after the release of the original game, psychic wonderkid Rasputin Aquato is back. Now an official member of the Psychonauts, an international psychic espionage organisation, Raz must infiltrate the minds of colourful individuals in order to assist them in conquering their personal demons. A 3D platformer that looks to be overflowing with personality and charm, Psychonauts 2 looks utterly wonderful. Thank goodness this game was crowdfunded, otherwise we may never have seen it make its way to Sony's shores in the first place. I decided to, pull the camera closer to the set. Just, something a bit different in it. And, yeah, it looks creepy. Looks like I'm in a basement. Will not be doing this again. So there we have it. There's my list of 12 great games coming to PlayStation systems in August 2021. What are you playing this month? Anything off this list? Or something different? Something from your backlog? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider giving it a like and make sure to subscribe to Push Square for everything PlayStation. Thank you as always for watching.